We talking about hip hop, controversies, who got beef, no monster burger. You talking about it, we talking about it. Who am I? I'm just a monster worker.
All right, so my man Ice-T calls today's rap music pop music and blames radio station and artists for conforming over to this pop music. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm not surprised that the dude whose most famous song is called Cop Killer thinks that rap today is pop. It definitely is. I don't know if that's bad though. Like, I don't think we have to be ashamed that it's making money or upset that like people have sold out to make money in this industry, because like people got to eat. But also, while he's hating on it, I just find it ironic that like, had hip-hop not become more popular and more mainstream, like we wouldn't be talking about Ice-T at all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're on Law and Order, but you're on Law and Order because hip-hop's image softened enough to the point where you could play a cop on TV, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
After making Cop
Killer, it makes like, sorry, you're getting paid off of it, though. Like, so sure, yeah, it's pop. I will give you that. And yes, it's because people were trying to get played on the radio. And even there, I mean, Danny Brown's got a song called Radio Song where he makes fun of the idea that you have to make a corny ass song to get on the radio. We all know that. Right. Lupe does it every time he puts out an album, and then he gets to make his own album. But like, that's the thing. Like, if you want to make your own music, you've gotta sell out a little so that you can get the. If you're under a label, you know what I mean? Like, there are indie artists that get to do whatever they want because they're indie artists. But if someone else is paying your bills, you've got to give a little to get what you want in the end.
I'm kind of on the fence with this, and I kind of agree with Ice-T, and then at the same time I agree with you as well. I think most artists these days, it's not like necessarily that like they have to make pop music, but they prefer to choose to make pop music.
That's what I was gonna say.
Just to reach over to mainstream status, and that's why we need people like Kanye West, like that whole Yeezus album. Even though I don't like the album, but he made that because he was like, he's not making no radio songs.
Exactly. There was no singles on.
Right, there's no single for radio. We're not conforming to the radio. I'm making what I want to make. So I kind of think artists, need to kind of take Kanye's route and not play. I need to make this record just get on the radio.
But I feel like artists have though. I mean, like you look at, Kendrick sold 1.2 million copies of Good Kid, Mad City, and there's not a pop hit on there. I mean, there's songs that are popular, but I wouldn't say Swimming Pools or like Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe are songs that are going to be getting played on Kiss or Amp.
Yeah, you're right.
No, it's true.
Because I think it's shifted away in the last couple of years. Hip hop's become a little more experimental, and you don't have to just make a song, because hip hop's not as influential in the top 40 as it was 5 years ago.
And I think that you made a great point, Jared. Like, none of Kendrick's songs are really pop. But he had enough push from the audience where radio stations had to play the song. So that's I think that's my point. If like NWA made a song. What was the song about the cops?
Fuck the police.
Fuck the police. That went mainstream, and they said "fuck the police." You know what I'm saying? Because enough people was talking about it, enough people was engaging.
But leaving out, like, hip hop fans are smart to the fact of what is pop. Like, they don't acknowledge, and I say they, I mean we don't acknowledge Flo Rida or Pitbull or Macklemore in the same way a Kendrick Lamar or a Jay-Z or a Nas. They're looked at. It's like, all right, you're a rapper, but you make pop music, and you get treated as such.
I mean, Ice-T made the same generalization about rap that like, hip hop critics were making about it, 10, 15 years ago. So he made that similar.
Definitely. And yeah, sure. I mean, Ice-T, I don't disagree, bruh, but you're benefiting off of it more than we are right now. So like, you can be salty all you want, but you're still gonna live in your mansion.
But so Billboard, they celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Hot Rap Songs 100 chart, and basically on the chart they had Macklemore, Thrift Shop, at the #1 song. What do you guys think about this chart?
I hate hating on Macklemore because like everyone else does it. I try to be different. And I'm like, come on, like, give him some credit, But he makes it so hard. He makes it so hard when he's doing this to the genre right now. You know what I mean? So like, it's retarded. He's also on #4 or something like that, right? He's number 3. So he's number 3 and #1. He's been out for a year and a half. Like, how does this equate hot rap in so many ways? I mean, I can let you guys talk about it. Like,
I hate the list. I hate the list.
The whole list is terrible.
I hate the top 10. Now, when I started going down the rest of the list, I was like, all right, this isn't so bad. I can understand.
Sure.
But I felt like, oh, this should have been higher. Oh, this should have been higher.
Yeah.
And it's and it can't be because it's all based off, you know, their methodology.
Was it all based off of it?
I thought it was.
Was it like a formula or something like that?
Yeah, let me be the first one to say that at the bottom of the list, it did say that the actual performance ratings, they did it by metric system of how many times.
See, and I would hope they did that too.
Yeah, how many times the song's on the chart, how many weeks the song set on the chart. So they did it by the metric system for the 25 years the Billboard has been. You know?
But I mean, even the list is a little weird because like some songs peaked at 2, some songs peaked at 1.
Yeah.
There were songs that peaked at 2 that were higher or lower.
I think they ranked a song like if it was for 3 weeks at number 2, they ranked it higher than if one was for just a week and then dropped, you know.
Gotcha. I mean, like the list is interesting, right? Because there's a lot of like one-hit wonders on some level. Yeah, like Tootsie Roll is number 2.
Yeah,
which,
but you know, Tootsie Roll still be rapping.
That's a legit hot rap song.
I will give you that.
But number 2, though, I don't think of that as
you know. Where's Juicy on the list? You know what I mean? Where's Changes on the list? Like we're talking about like people that have actually influenced the genre of hip hop, not even really being in the top 10, which is crazy to me. So it's like. Sure, yes, this is a pop chart that we're talking about. Like, this is what's popular. But at the same time, like...
Well, no, this is hot rap. They named it hot rap.
Well, yes.
But, like, the popular
rap, the rap that other people, besides people who only listen to rap, are listening to.
But even they had Salt and Pepper Expressions on there, and I thought, like, they should at least
That's not even one of the biggest.
I know, they should at least have Salt and Pepper Push.
Hot Boys for Missy, too.
Yeah, Hot Boys. That wasn't...
That was a hot song, though.
It was hot. Missy, she's had bigger songs.
But when you talk about the hot songs ever, you know, you wouldn't include like, you know, Hot Boys, Missy.
They left out like the building block songs too. Like I don't think Rappers Delight's on there or Walk This Way because they're older than the chart itself. But it's like you take those songs out. I mean, there might not be a hip hop.
Yeah,
you know.
Definitely. It could have been right after the Macarena. I'm okay with that. But like, there's no reason it should be involved in this chart. That blew me.
I just hate that like there's great songs like underrepresented. You know, and I mean we have like classics. You know, like, did Dear Mama even make the list?
Yeah, it didn't even make the list.
California Love. They Reminisce Over You, I doubt made the list.
No.
Which one?
They Reminisce Over You, P-Rock.
Oh, yeah.
You know, G-Thang deserves to be a top 10 song.
Yeah.
Hey Ya, Way You Move. I mean, in my mind, that's the biggest hip-hop, you know.
That was like...
I got 5 on it.
There was no Eminem in the top 10.
I got 5 on it.
One of the biggest selling artists of all time.
And same with Tupac.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, the list to me was bogus.
Let's shout out Miguel, our Facebook friend. He said, "Thank you, Billboard, for confining my suspicion that you have no fucking clue as to what constitutes great hip hop or rap."
Miguel summed it up perfectly.
And there it is. All right, so it seems to be like a lack of females in hip hop. You only have Nicki Minaj and Iggy Azalea and Azalea Banks signed to major labels.
Also, Angel Hayes.
Oh yeah, Angel Hayes. Yeah, she's also signed to
4, right?
That is
so that's 4.
Used to be 40.
Yeah, used to be 40 at one time.
Oh wow.
So is there like a lack of talent in the talent pool in today's female rappers, or is it just like opportunities? Maybe it's male driven. Well, it is male driven.
It is. Hip hop's always been.
That's the thing about it. Even before hip hop entered this age of like misogynistic, I just want to fuck bitches rap, like women were still not represented in the genre. So I mean, I feel like you got to consider that.
But they used to be more represented. I mean, like, at the same time that we had dance hip-hop, we had Queen Latifah, we had MC Lyte, we had Roxanne Shante. Like, we had, like, a bunch, we had Salt and Pepper. A bunch of females, like, doing, like, really fun, really fun hip-hop.
This is also during the same time where we had...
Late of Rage.
Also the same time where we had, like, black radio.
Yeah, that's true.
And then channels for that. And I think that's the issue, is that there's no audience. I don't think there's a lack of talent. I think that it's hard for a female to sell a lot of records right now.
I think it's hard for anybody to sell records.
It's hard for anyone to sell records.
I looked at it as just the album sales have declined. It's just consolidation of the industry. And unfortunately, you know, when labels are cutting, they're going to cut a female artist first. Because even at the peak, female rappers never were selling as good as male artists. Besides, like, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Missy was
Missy sold really
well.
well.
Lil' Kim sold hella records.
All of them went platinum. Missy, Da Brat, Lil' Kim. They all went platinum.
Actually, so Pink Friday was the first album since 2003 to go platinum.
Lil' Kim.
And that was Lil' Kim.
LaBella Mafia.
Exactly. Which is, I mean, like you're talking about 8-9 years of no females being that big. And I mean, like during that time, like you've got Missy, you got Eve.
Remy Ma emerged for a little while.
But you know what?
Exactly.
I think you have to make a point that it's a mixture of like the females these days. They kind of have no identity, and then you have too a mixture of the label trying to make them to Barbie dolls. Because like if you look at Iggy, man, I look at Iggy as like, you know, she's more of a sex appeal, not like a rap artist.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? And even with Krayshawn, I look at Krayshawn as somebody who wanted to be somebody else. She didn't want to really be Krayshawn. And I think that was the reason for her fall off, you know, because she really like her swag was like whack, you know, zero, you know, in the negatives. You know what I'm saying? Like it was seriously, you know.
In the negatives. I think Krayshawn's fall off had way more to do with the fact that she actually couldn't rap.
She doesn't have talent.
Than anything else. I will say that there's like an image gap. Like a lot of the women who are rapping, like a thing I do is like freestyle or like watch freestyles on YouTube, and often I'll check out women freestylers just because like I don't know what else am I doing. So that sounds fun. So there's talent. There's a lot of talent out there, but these women don't look like Iggy Azalea. They don't look like Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj didn't look like Nicki Minaj until she got money, bro. So like it's a completely different.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think they have to look sex. I don't think they have to have that sex appeal. I think labels think that.
Labels think that. Really what matters because
if you look at I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say I think the problem is when Lil' Kim blew up, the sex doll idea that just got ran with, and now it's like everyone wants a hypersexualized female version, and the problem is Lil' Kim got big because of lyrics that were being written by a man. Biggie was writing those lyrics, so that's not really representative of what females, you know, feel like. So it's like, you know, the Lauryn Hill side kind of got pushed, even though she sold more and was more critically successful. So I think it's just labels seeing it's easier to push a, you know, sex doll version.
And to answer that point, I mean, you can look back because nobody was really girly. The Brat wasn't girly.
No, but then she switched over.
But she was also hypersexualized though.
The Brat? Yeah. She still talks a lot about sex, but she was wearing like back.
What I'm saying, but she was still like her.
Well, they tried to make it like her. Snoop.
I mean, also like there's still like there's always been like since Queen Latifah and MC Lyte, like since like that was like you could wear whatever you wanted. There was definitely like a long period of time, and we're in it right now where you have to like be able to rap in like 6-inch heels, and if you can't do that and look comfortable, we don't feel it, like the industry is saying we don't have a stage for you, which is not, I don't think the case. I think with Angel Hayes, with like Aquafina and like all these like Jean Grae, these like smaller independent rappers, I think they will prove that you don't have to be naked